All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ni hao, Tancha hao, J Barbo from Pageant Trend. Hello sa aking mga friends na Chinoy and also to my friends all over the world and also to our followers from international and local. So welcome to Pageant Trend Live. So for today's live, we have a special guest, diba? So special guest from Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines 2020. So we have invited some of the candidates from Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines. So ayun, and also I would like to express my gratitude first to the Mr. Chinatown Foundation, Wilson Agbayani and Alexis Go, and also from Chinoy TV, Miss Lorraine Tan and Sir Alvin Tan. And also, thank you so much for this opportunity, Sir Miko Araneta, the pageant director of Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines 2020. So, ayun. So, Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines is aimed towards the pursuit of its mission to empower the modern Filipino-Chinese young men and women in their roles as proactive agents of social change and exemplary models of Chinese values and culture in the modern age. So, in today's pageant, so in this year's pageant, they come up with the theme Rise Movement, which means rebuild, inspire, strengthen, and empower. So, without further ado, pakilala natin ang ating mga invited candidates from Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines 2020. But before that, meron pa tayong special guest, a pageant blogger from Glitz and Glamour. So please welcome Mr. Jenny Ray Sabit.
Hello, good evening. How everyone? So Jay, I'll be your co-host for tonight, correct? Just for us
Yes,
to
Jenny Ray.
get to know more about our Mr. and Miss Chinatown delegates for this year 2020. So good luck, everyone.
Good luck. So, without further ado, pakilala na natin ang ating mga invited candidates. So we have Justin Yap from representing from Tacloban City.
Hi everyone, 大家好，我叫叶志良，我来自Tacloban City. So hanap naman ng mga Taclobaners nagkikitaya na aton mopay na adlaw iyon na tanan. Ay, mopay na gabi pala hayo.
And then next we have Cassandra Chan.
大家好，我叫曾心怡，我是25岁. Hello everyone, my name is Cassandra. You can call me Cassie. I currently live in San Juan City and I'm a ballet teacher from San Juan. Nice to meet you.
Hi Cassandra, welcome to Pageant Trend. And also Justin Yap, welcome to Pageant Trend.
Thank you.
Next we have Kevin T.
晚上好，我叫郑继明. You can call me Kevin T. I live in Makati City. I studied in De La Salle University and I'm a financial advisor.
Wow, welcome to Pageant Trend, Kevin T.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
Sure, you're welcome. And next we have Carlo Carcido. Hi Carlo, welcome to
大家晚上好，我叫黄恰罗。I'm Giancarlo Carcido. I'm 22 years old and currently in Lucena City, Quezon Province. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Carlo. Welcome to Pageant Trend.
Thank you for having us.
And next we have Camille Buenaventura.
大家好，我叫布美丽. Hi, my name is Camille Buenaventura. I'm 26 years old from Quezon City.
Hi Camille, welcome to Pageant Trend.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you. Next, our last but not in the least, we have Tan Pian.
Tatya Hao, washer, and maker. Hello everyone, my name is Kate Laraflin Tan Pian. You can call me Kate and I'm from Quezon Province. Hi!
Hi, Kate, and welcome to Pageant Trend.
Thank you for having me tonight.
Sure. So, how is everyone after pandemic? So, let's have first to Kevin, Justin. Yeah.
Yeah. So after the pandemic, parang ano lang, like, I didn't expect that I will be staying at home. So I started a small business. So I'm into cooking and baking. And right now, I'm so happy na sumali ako here sa Mr. and Miss Chinatown. At least, bigger purpose for me.
Okay. Thank you. So, let's have Cassandra Chan.
Yes, actually, I'm having a great time. It was actually a hard first 3 months. I kind of struggled a bit with my mental health, but I gotten better ever since I started working. So I've been teaching my students every day, and it's been great. I was able to join Mr. and Miss Chinatown, which is awesome too. So I'm having very much fun seeing my fellow candidates online and just being here. Thank you for having us again.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. So, let's have Kevin T.
Yeah, actually, this pandemic, it's rough first 2 months, first 2 or 3 months, but right now, meron akong routine that I follow every day. I'm able to work out, and then I'm able to do a lot of things. Actually, I started cooking then because of this pandemic, something na never ko pa ginawa. I also learned how to ride a bike early June or July. So that's something that I'm really proud of.
Wow. Okay, so, let's have Carlo.
Also, yun, as a flight attendant, this pandemic has greatly taken a big toll on my career. So I had a chance to go home in my province, so I started venturing into different kinds of businesses. Right now, I'm venturing to handcrafted milk teas and fruities.
Wow. Great job. So, let's have Camille Buenaventura.
It was a hard adjustment at first, but I feel like I've adjusted enough already. This is the new normal, and right now I've been working out, and I'm so glad I finally was able to join Mr. Miss Chinatown, which has been my dream for a long, long time.
Okay. And then last we have Tan Pian. Hi, Kate. How have you been
Yes,
doing
actually,
during the pandemic?
it was very I, it was very stressful for me at first. Yeah, it's actually very stressful for me at first because I used to live in the United States for my internship, but because of this, I was forced back to fly back home. But ever since then, I started I can do some things like lately I've been as well and very helpful siya sa akin. It really strengthened my faith nowadays.
Okay, thank you. So, I have a follow-up question. So, tell us your realization during this pandemic crisis. How about you, Justin?
So actually, when the pandemic started, I realized there's a lot of things na pala na I could live without. Kasi syempre if yung parang not during the pandemic, I can just go anywhere, do whatever I want, like do my usual routine. Pero right now, syempre, I need to stay safe, for not only for myself, for the family as well. So as in like nabawasan like I don't go out if it's not necessary, like for grocery lang, or sometimes before I go like for restaurants because I love eating. Eh. I mean, I love trying different food and restaurants. So parang now I learned to be contented talaga on whatever I have right now. So that's one thing that I realized I'm very thankful and proud about.
Okay. So, let's have Cassandra Chan.
Yes, actually, I had the same realization like Justin. My life before pre-lockdown was very busy. I would be working every day, and it was always go, 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 if you know what I mean. So ever since the lockdown, life for me just stopped. So it made me realize that it's okay to have a break, and it's not that important to be always productive. I think I realize now that life is a balance, and we need to balance our work and personal life too. So I really realized that this time. So it's really great.
Okay. So let's have Kevin T.
Yeah, so what I realized during this lockdown, since now every day we're at home, I learned to manage my time even more. Kasi nabawasan yung mga time natin in traffic. So I used it to focus on other chores in the house. And then one thing I realized talaga is I shouldn't have spent my money on material things. I should have spent my money on things that would on events that would have all my friends and family together, like mga house parties, stuff like that. Something that ano eh, parang can't do this now. So I was hoping I could do that way before. Pero after the pandemic, maybe I could spend my money on activities with the family and friends.
Okay. How about you, Carlo?
At first, I had this phase of very depressing because, as someone who enjoyed flying very much nung I was still as a flight attendant, I thoroughly enjoyed yung paglipad. Kaso when the pandemic happened, parang ayun, parang nakakamiss pala yung may gawin. But instead of dwelling on it, I ventured to different kinds of business na lang talaga to make me occupied and busy. Yun lang.
Okay. So we have Camille.
I kind of have the same realization as Cassie and Justin, but then for me, like what I realized the most during this pandemic is that I should take care of my mental health because everything is so stressful and unpredictable, and I feel like I'm more stressed now than ever before. So I always have like anxiety attacks actually, but then now that I've adjusted, I'm good with that already.
All right. So let's have Kate.
For me, same with everyone. I realized the importance of family. Kasi before, actually, we don't really spend that much together at home because my parents are busy, my sisters are studying. But because of this lockdown, we really bond together. Yung mga simple na bondings like cooking and then watching movies, it really strengthened our bonds. And at the same time, yung isa ko pang na-realize is maybe the importance of saving. Kasi before, hindi ako ganun nagsisave. But when I realized na the world stopped, I realized the importance of having savings para maging prepare tayo sa future because we never know what will happen.
All right. So generally, we have questions to our invited candidates.
Yes, hello. Hi, Jace. I have questions for them. But before that, of course, ikaw muna kumustahin ko. Kumusta ka naman din ngayong pandemic?
So ayun, I've been busy, of course, sa work. So work, home, and then also pagpa-pageant vlogger. Ayun.
So, same routine pa rin, kahit yung dati, parang ganun siya. Walang masyadong nagbago.
Wala naman masyadong nagbago.
Good for you. You are so blessed. You still have work. And like others, or like me, don't have work right now kasi nga nag-resign ako sa work. Diba? But anyway, so blessed and thankful na ito, kicking and alive pa rin tayo. So anyway, ako naman din, like this pandemic, since wala akong work, I do online businesses din. Nagluluto ng mga homemade puso, tapos sinta, o mga ganon. And same with Kevin. Tama ba, Kevin? Financial advisor ka?
Yes.
Yeah, we're the same. I don't know if we are on the same company. But anyway, my question for you guys, ano ba yung question ko? Okay, so can you tell us more about your pageant journey before you joined this Mr. and Miss Chinatown? Anyone can start.
So, let's have muna to
Who would like
Justin.
to start? Okay. Um, I was telling like before the live streaming was happening. Like it's actually my first time to join a pageant, like a movement. It's my first time to join something like this. So I'm really happy. Like so far so good. I mean the organizers has been very helpful from point A to point B. They would really guide us. They would answer all our questions. Sila Ayamiko, sila Chiko, they're really very supportive contestants right now. And I think it's also a very good thing that the pageant became digital. Because I was saying a while ago, like with the digitalized pageant, it would reach a lot more people. So what I mean is, we're in Facebook Live right now, so anyone can access this video. And through the stories that we will be saying, we will be touching people, and it's a movement, hashtag Rise movement. So we would reach more people inspired, especially nowadays, which that's really what the people need. So far, enjoying naman ako. Like, a lot of preparation, syempre, and submissions. But other than that, hands down to the organizers.
Okay. So let's have Cassandra Chan.
Yes, actually, my life before the pageant actually was very fun. I joined a national pageant last year, and it was pretty long. It was my first pageant, and it was 3 months long. So I was very happy with my performance there, and I was able to meet lots of great friends and experience many things. And then lockdown happened. Life was a little bit rough then, and then Mr. and Miss Chinatown came up, and luckily I had the courage in me to join, and I haven't regretted it ever since because I've met all of these great candidates. We've been really close ever since. And it was always my dream to try Mr. and Miss Chinatown. And especially in 2020, it's already 100% online. And same thing with Justin. He's right. It really will get a lot of people's attention since it's in social media. So I'm very happy and I'm very excited to be in this journey with everyone because it's a very creative outlet for me, and I've learned a lot of things with all our pre-pageant activities. Since we're not on ground, actually, we have to make our own sets, make our own pre-pageant things. So it's very exciting. I learned a lot, and I'm very excited for what's in store.
Okay. So let's have Kevin T.
My life before the pageant was actually a pretty. I had a routine for everything, so I had the courage to join this pageant because I really wanted to voice my to give a voice. So actually, I'm a financial advisor, and I wanted to use this platform to promote financial literacy. That's actually my advocacy. Because I read in a study before that only around 25% of Filipinos had any idea on inflation, saving, insurance, stuff like that. And the reason I joined Mr. Chinatown is for me to reach a broader audience, not just in Manila. I'm hoping I can reach people in Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and be a voice for the young to learn how to save because since money is such a taboo topic, we don't really talk about how much money we have. So I want to educate the young and teach them where they can put their money. And yeah, really, it's to save for the future.
All right. So let's have Carlo.
Aside from being a flight attendant, my life before joining Mr. and Miss Chinatown, I'm a former Rotaract president. So having and spearheading campaigns such as medical missions, feeding program, or simply a professional development activity, I always found happiness while doing those things. So joining this pageant, even back then when I was in high school, I have this friend that we really wanted to join. To be honest, I'm a top fan. I have a badge in the Mr. and Miss Chinatown page. So when the recruitment happened, sabi niya, parang mati ka pa sumali, gusto naman natin, oh, sali tayo. So I joined this because of having the support system of in order to do more and to give more to the society.
Okay. So let's have Camille.
So my life before the pageant was like I had a day job, and then after my day job, I would work out, and then go home, and then sleep. So it was a routine. And then actually, I was scared to join the pageant because I had a lot of insecurities I had to get over with. But now I'm here, and the journey is still exciting. Everyone's so supportive, everyone's so helpful. Like we just pull each other up, and it's so nice to see candidates who are like that.
Okay. So let's have Kate.
My life before the pageant, actually, I was very busy in my academics. I just graduated last year, and luckily, I graduated with flying colors. So, all my energy and my effort, I really invested it in my academics. And then before, I also joined beauty pageants locally here in our province. So I'm just very, very happy that this year I am able to represent my province in a bigger stage. And I just want to share my stories, how a provinciana, how a Chinoy provinciana can rise up above the challenges.
Okay, January.
Okay, so that was all great answers from our aspirants, contestants for Mr. and Miss Chinatown. So I just want to say thank you for sharing with us your journey prior joining this pageant. So my next question is, I don't know if this is mabigat, pero hindi naman siguro. Parang it's already given. Parang once you are joining a pageant, it's a big or small pageant, parang it's already associated that you have already your advocacy prior to joining any pageant, right? So I assume all of them they have already their advocacy. So my question right now is, do you think that your advocacy fits to Mr. and Miss Chinatown um, parang theme for this year, the rise, rebuild, inspire, strengthen, and empower. Do you think parang nag-fit yung advocacy mo dyan? Anyone can answer.
Let's have Kevin. Justin, yeah, sorry.
No problem na. Kevin na. Para ako.
Justin.
Yes. So, actually, this pandemic, the one that's really being affected are, of course, everyone. But for me, how I see it is the kids. Like just recently, I visited some schools here in Tacloban, like around six yata. And then knowing that it's pandemic, and then they're under motion work at it. So we provided bond papers for them. So giving out the bond papers, I was hearing their stories like may mga bata daw na yung mga parents hindi na pinapapunta sa school kasi they don't have food to eat. For me, I mean, it's really practical kasi it's so sad because I always believe that children is worth investing for no matter what happens because they will be the one who will like continue. They will be the one to continue. They will be the one to put change, like whatever we have started. So I always believe that they having a proper mindset and then just giving them inspiration and the dash of hope would really change their life. I mean, as little as we can do right now, like we don't encourage like labas tayo ng labas kasi we need to keep everyone safe, of course, in our community. But I think little things like that would really help them a lot. Seeing that, uy, someone's thinking about us pala. Like, that would really give them something. Like, parang, I will work hard because someone is actually helping us. Someone is, may tiwala tayo sa kanila. So that for me, children is really my advocacy ever since. Kasi not only joining this pageant, like ever since before, my family has always been has a soft heart for children. Nagpapa-Christmas party kami. Kasi, as I said, they will be the future of our society, of our generation. That's it. That's my advocacy.
Okay, so let's have Cassandra Chan.
Well, being a teacher, I've always found the mental and physical wellness of children and students very important at this time. I think ever since the lockdown, it's always been hard for them to find proper resources to access education and just access learning online. And it's been very hard. And one of the heroes that I've always looked up to are our public school teachers, basically. They found great ways to access their students, regardless if they have Wi-Fi or not. And my advocacy since college actually has always been reaching out to children with special needs and even regular children as well. Epilepsy and cerebral palsy and Down syndrome and autism since college, and it's always been in my heart to give out to them. And this year, actually, before the lockdown, we were supposed to have classes for them. I was supposed to teach classes for children in wheelchairs, but since the ECQ happened so quickly, it had to stop. And I think in line with Mr. and Miss Chinatown's advocacy of RISE, I think the letter E there is something that is very close to my heart, which is empower. I think that children, regardless of where they are, as long as we can empower them and as long as we can reach out to them and bring them up, I think that's very important. So even for Justin and me, I think we both have a heart that goes out for children, because he's right. They are actually the future of the world and the future of our community. So as a teacher, that's really a part of my advocacy. It's part of my heart, and it's been my life for over 10 years.
All right. So let's have Kevin T.
Earlier, but I'll add more onto that. Like right now, it's been my advocacy to promote financial literacy for 4 years now, and I'm really striving to get to each and everyone around the world, around the Philippines, really. And another advocacy that I've been focusing on has been also fitness. So that really have to look after your health, look after your money, because when the time comes, you're gonna have to have a foundation on that one. And another thing that I could add on, maybe since we're all digital right now, we have to really get all the necessary information, because all the information right now is just right in front of our fingers. So we have to capitalize and get this information out.
All right, thank you. So let's have Carlo.
So my advocacy is about education and self-empowerment. As I said a while ago, I am a former Rotaract president, and it is very fulfilling whenever I do projects such as about education and self-empowerment. And I was able to tailor fit their needs as I immerse myself in every project that we made. Of course, with education, with what's happening right now, we are adjusting in new normal. So education and self-empowerment is something that can pull someone out of poverty, and that is something that can utilized by somebody to do what they want, to rise no matter what the situation is. So that is why my advocacy is education and self-empowerment, because it's very relevant in what's happening with the world right now. Thank you.
All right, so let's have Tan Pian. Wait, Kate. Okay, go.
My advocacy is to build positive image among the youth, especially the Filipino Chinese, because personally, when I was growing up, I was very conscious about myself, the fact that I look different from my playmates, from my classmates. It really affected my self-confidence. So building a positive image means being comfortable with your own skin, loving who you are, and just sharing what you can to the community. So even before joining Mr. and Miss Chinatown, I was actually coaching ladies and gents who wants to join beauty pageants locally here. I'm sharing my experiences, my expertise in that way. I can empower them because really for me, is rising should start within us. It should always be us so that we can rise with other people around us.
All right. Thank you so much, Kate. So let's have Camille Buenaventura.
So I'm actually an advocate for mental health because I feel like there's a stigma behind mental health. We don't recognize it, or some people don't recognize it as an illness, but it actually is. If you see the CT scans of a healthy brain and an unhealthy brain, there's actually a huge difference. And I want to open the eyes of other people who tend to dismiss mental health as nothing. And if we actually if we actually understand people who suffer from mental health more, then maybe we could save a life. And I feel like with the Rise movement, we can rebuild connections with them. We can strengthen their connections with them and empower them to break out of their shell and actually start healing from that mental health. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Camille. Okay, so let's have to generate.
Hello. So there you have it, di ba? Nakaka, naman, inspire yung mga nating contestants. They already have their advocacies prior to joining the pageant. So it's just commendable to hear from them that they're really doing their advocacy despite of the trying times. Parang amazing because they are like ready to accept whatever responsibility na ibigay sa kanila ng organization. For now, Jay, don't have other questions.
Okay,
Back to you. You
generally,
have
let's
questions.
have some reading comments to our viewers for tonight. So, ikaw na mismo ang magbabasa.
Okay. Now,
Meron.
nababasa ko ba
Wait.
dito? Parang
Hold on
wala.
for a while. Okay. So, we have
Wait.
cheer. So, yeah.
Si Bella Go. It's Rise with Justine. So Justin representing Tacloban, right? So there you have it, Justin. You have supporter from
Hi, thank you so
Tacloban.
much.
Si Anne Nicole Diaz. Rise with Carlo. Carlo is from Quezon Province, correct?
Hold on.
So you also have your supporter, si Anne Nicole Diaz. Well, love and crown. Baka may questions yung mga nating friend, yung mga viewers. Maybe we can ask them if they have questions to our candidates.
Okay. So far, wala naman silang mga questions. They are cheering. Okay, so back to ano na tayo. Back to our Q&A portion. So guys, are you ready for the Q&A portion? So I
Ay, hindi pa
have,
ba yung kanina Q&A?
ha? Hindi pa yun.
Ay, ano lang yun? Warm up?
Casual, yes, casual interview pa lang yun. So we have
Next level.
we have prepared some questions. So yung magpa-flash sa screen, then I'm gonna read it first and then you have the answer. Okay, so let's have our first question. Okay, this one. How did you prepare for this pageant? So first, let's have Justine.
Yes. So, as I said, like, to be honest, like, akala ko walang Mr. and Miss Chinatown this year kasi because of the pandemic. I mean, I didn't expect that matutuloy pala siya. So someone just called me up and then was like, "Hey Justin, someone would like to invite you for Mr. and Miss Chinatown." I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, I was so shocked kasi I didn't expect talaga. So what I did talaga is just tried my best. Like, to maximize my time, especially nowadays. Like I think the contestants know as well. My co-contestants knows that less than a month na lang. So we have a lot of submissions to do, mga videos to prepare for you guys. So far it's so good naman. Everyone's having fun. Everyone is being supportive, and that's all I can say. Everyone is being supportive talaga within this next few days.
All right. Thank you, Justine. So let's have Carlo. Wait lang, Carlo, yung ano mo, mic. Okay, yun.
Ayan, sorry. So my preparation so far for this year's Mr. and Miss Chinatown, of course, I think we are all preparing ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I think we're all preparing for those kinds of things. And but of course, since it's online, it's more comfortable since we're at the comfort of our homes. We're with our family, so yeah, we're enjoying since the organizers and my fellow candidates were very so nice. So yun pa lang naman so far since the pageant is just about to start and we've still got more in store for you guys. So watch out.
All right. Thank you, Carlo. So let's have Kevin T. Kevin T, your mic. Okay.
How can
That's
I
okay.
is it
Yeah.
on? There's only really so much you can do to prepare for this pageant. But what really helped me during this pageant is the support of my friends and family, and I'm hoping they're all watching. Ayun, talaga, because of their support, their confidence in me gave me um, the strength to join this pageant, do my best, voice my opinions, take a stand, and promote my advocacy.
All right. Okay, so let's have Kate Pian. Kate, your mic.
So sorry, hello.
All right.
So my preparation for this pageant is actually I've been exercising, and also maybe because it's digital, it really requires us to be more creative. So that's actually the challenge this year. So we're just really supporting each other. We're sharing each other's thoughts and ideas so that we can be more creative this year, especially it's digital. So we want everyone to enjoy it as much as we do.
All right. Thank you, Kate. So
Thank
let's
you.
have Camille.
Prepare for this pageant. You know what? I actually sent my application at the last minute because I was so scared about joining a pageant. Like I felt like I couldn't do it, but then something pushed me, maybe my angel, it pushed me to submit my application. And so far I'm learning so much in this pageant. Like what Kate said, we've all been so creative, like because it's digital. So we have to prove ourselves through the digital platform. And everyone is so supportive, like my co-candidates, my family, my friends, and hopefully they're all watching right now. Yeah, just that. I think we have to be mentally stronger because it's all digital, so we're reaching more people. So more people can comment something, can talk about us, but then that's all fine because we all have our friends and family.
All right. Thank you, Camille. So let's have Cassandra.
Yes, actually, I've had this realization since it's my second pageant I've joined. And honestly, pageants have let me learn more about myself. And one of the best things that my trainers have told me is to write a journal about whatever happens every day. So I've been doing that since I think 2 months ago, and it had really helped me know what is going on in my mind and what's going on in my heart, whether it's negative or positive. So I think really knowing yourself really helped me out, and the journal is one of the best things that I've done this year. It really helped me with knowing myself. And one of the things I want to share with you is that since all of you know that this is an online pageant, it's only going to be at the comfort of our own homes. So the room that I'm in actually is my work area where I teach my kids. And this, if you see this painting behind me, me and my mom actually, we painted this wall blue, and then I was able to paint this wall with what's this? It's a Chinese tree, or like I think it's a plum tree or a cotton tree. So I was able to paint that just to make it look nice and make it look presentable. So that's one of the things I prepared during this pageant, and it was really fun.
All right, thank you, Cassandra. So moving on to our next question. So we have, what do you like most about yourself? So starting with you, Cassandra.
I think one of the things that my friends have told me actually is that I'm a very bubbly person. I think it's really part of my character already to just be very giddy and very happy about things. But I also have my sad moments too. But generally, as a person, I think being positive and being an optimist is one of the things I like about myself, because I could get struck by lightning and I'll still find something to be happy about.
All right. So next we have Justin Yap.
Yeah, so what I like about myself actually is a lot of people has been telling me, especially my friends, na I'm perfectionist, I'm dedicated. Kasi like for me, if I want something talaga, which I believe na parang it's something good, I would really want to grab that opportunity to pursue that. Like, I mean, to aim for the goal. Like, I won't settle for less. I mean, I can compromise, but at least at par. The level should be at par. So for me, if I need to move the mountains and the sea just to get something or just to do something, I would really do my best. That's why like during like high school or college, so it's like during mga group work, so everyone's just counting on me like, so Justin, what's your plan? Mga ganyan-ganyan. Kasi like, they know na parang maasahan nila ako. So that's one thing that I'm really proud about myself.
Wow. Okay, so next we have Camille.
Yes, hi. So
What do
the
you
thing
like
that I
most
like
about
most
yourself?
about myself is that I know how to listen. It's a trait that not most people have, because listening tends to become boring, I guess. It's very hard to understand people when you don't listen to them. And for me, when I listen to them, I can put myself in their shoes, so I can understand them better. And in that way, I would understand how they feel, and I could assess the situation and know how to act myself. So, there.
All right. Thank you so much. So let's have Carlo.
So I think what I like about myself is my grit, because it may seem very competitive towards others, but it's actually competitive towards myself. And because of my grit, I always seek for growth. I always seek for change for the better. And I think that is what should be hungry for change and hungry for development, because we're a work in progress and every day is a new beginning.
All right. Thank you so much. So let's have Tan Pian.
So what I like most about myself is that I am a visionary and I am very confident right now. Because before I was very shy, I don't really believe in myself. But when I started to become confident to own myself and to share myself with other people in a way that I will share them my talent, my skills, I really became more open to people. And it really helped me to maximize my talent. I never knew that I could, for example, I never knew that I can direct a film score in our school, but because of the confidence that my classmates gave me, and then I started to believe in myself that maybe I can do it, and then I did it, and it really taught me that confidence helped me to live better in a way that living better means for me connecting to people, enjoying the little things in life, and just sharing who you are to the world.
All right, thank you. So, how about you, Mr. Kevin T? What do you like
Yeah,
most about yourself?
myself. I think I'm really self motivated. That's the best thing I like about myself. Like you don't really have to tell me to do things. I'll do it way ahead of time. I got this straight from Kobe Bryant. He's my favorite basketball player. He instilled that Mamba mentality, and what he did during his time playing, I'm able to apply it to my life in work, in sports, my relationship with my family, and I got all this inspiration from this one right here,
Wow. Mhm. Very nice.
Kobe.
All right. So, moving on to our next question. What is one thing that we would not know about you just by looking at you? Start with you, Kevin T.
With me.
Mhm.
Maybe you wouldn't know I watch a lot of romantic comedies. I know there's a stigma saying that it's kind of not masculine if you watch romantic comedies, pero it's my guilty pleasure. I watch it a lot. I learn a lot of lessons, and then I learn how the characters kung paano sila manligaw, ginagaya ko na lang rin. Yun.
All right. Thank you so much. So, let's have Cassandra.
Yes. Actually, when I meet someone new, the first thing that they don't know about me, but they're actually shocked actually when I tell them this. I've been an avid gamer. I really love video games, and I've been playing them since I was a kid. And I don't know, maybe it's about how I look or how I talk. My friends never thought that I would be into games such as Call of Duty and Super Mario. So I've been playing that a lot during the lockdown, and it's been really fun. I read in the paper yesterday actually that it helps with your mental health. So that's one thing I guess that not a lot of people know about me, and I think it's a great thing. I love video games and I love playing with my friends.
All right. So, how about special talent do you have?
Oh, my special talent. I think I told this in our press presentation yesterday or 2 days ago. When I pick something off of the floor, like maybe when a pen falls down, my leg goes automatically up 45 degrees or 60 degrees. So when this falls down, my leg will go up already. And it's this, in ballet, it's called a penché. So it goes 180 degrees. And I think my muscle memory already, after 17 years of dancing, has already, has already made my leg just go up automatically. So my friends always say it's pretty funny. And I think that's great.
Wow. Thank you so much, Cassandra.
Thank you.
So, let's move on to Carlo. Carlo, your mic. Okay.
I think one thing that people don't know about me just by looking at me is that I am responsible whenever I want to do something so bad, because most of the time I'm very makulit around my friends. I have this very strong sense of humor according to them. I'm very funny. I'm the goofy with our clique. So I think that's one thing that you wouldn't know is that I can be serious whenever I want to do something that I badly want to. So I think that would be responsible.
All right. Thank you, Carlo. So, let's have Camille Buenaventura.
Yes. One
Go,
thing that you
Camille.
would not know about me, just by looking at me, is that I eat a lot. Like I can eat anything, rice, pizza, pasta. Like my favorite is pasta. I can eat like a whole bowl of it. And when you look at me, I look so skinny. But then you just don't know that I can eat anything. You can feed me anything. I would be happy to eat it.
Wow. Nakakailang extra rice ka naman.
Actually, hindi ko pa nasubukan yung Mang Inasal Challenge. So, after the pageant, makasubukan ko yan.
Wow. Thank you so much, Camille. So, let's have Justin. Hold on.
think that when you look at me at first and you don't know me, I think you wouldn't expect that I do know how to sing and I love performing. That's one thing. Like when I was a kid, my first performance yata was when I did an opening act here sa Tacloban Astrodome sa with some maybe. I was the opening act that time. That's one thing people got shocked about me.
Okay. So let's have Kate. Okay,
Yes.
Kate.
So one thing that people don't know about me.
Yes,
Hello?
Kate.
Hello?
Okay, yeah.
Sorry. So I think one thing that people don't know about me by just looking at me is that I love gardening because ever since I was a child, I was always going to my inay's bukid and I see how beautiful her plants. And until now, we do have a small garden in our backyards na actually we have like corn, tapos meron din po kaming okra and kangkong. So it really helps us every day na whenever it helps us to save money as well kasi we don't really buy it. We just pick it fresh from our backyard. Yon.
Wow. Thank you so much. Okay, so moving on to our another questions. So let's have, what do you think is the biggest problem facing young people today? So start with you, Kate.
For me, the biggest problem that the young people are facing today, because I see it in my sisters and especially me, I think it's the toxicity of the social media. We've become very affected by it, and sometimes we're comparing ourselves in the screen with other people, and really, it's not really a good thing for me. So for me, social media have like negative and positive effects toward us, and we just really need to be conscious and mindful, and at the same time we need to really limit ourselves in being exposed to these things. I think that moderation is really the key to have a balance.
Wow. Thank you so much, Kate. So let's move on to Kevin T. What do you think is the biggest problem facing young people today?
Actually, I think it's being the fear of being judged. That's one thing that I'm what I've struggled with before also. Like sometimes you tend to feel like you have to be good at one thing lang. But what if you want to do other things and you're afraid that people will judge you if you do this other thing? Right. So that's something that we have to be stronger, be take a stand during that. You have to be able to do different things, and you can't be afraid to be judged.
All right. Thank you, Kevin T. So let's have Cassandra.
Yes, I think a lot of my friends and even for me, I've experienced a low dip in my mental health, as I said earlier, especially during this lockdown. This whole pandemic has affected so many aspects of our lives, and I think for the youth, like a millennial myself, we're we're pushed into a corner and we feel like we're alone. And just as what Kate said, I think about mental health, it is a stigma. I mean, Camille, pala, it is a stigma, and I think that everyone needs someone to rely on and someone who can lift them up. And I think for mental health, as long as you can find someone you can share your feelings with, share your outlet with, I think that's really important, especially during this lockdown.
All right. Thank you so much. So let's move on to Carlo. Okay, Carlo. So
I
what do you
think
think
the
is the
biggest
biggest problem?
problem faced by the youth today or the young people is the discipline about using social media, because nowadays, because of social media, many people, especially the youth, are being twice to become reckless and violent due to irresponsible acts that are being inherited online. That's why I'm proud that I was able to join this competition, specifically Mr. and Miss Chinatown, because this is an organization that not only value the looks, the wit, the talent of the candidates, but also they value the future of the society. And because of this platform, since we are not just an ordinary pageant, we are a movement. It teaches people to become more knowledgeable about sensitive and complicated subjects. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carlo. So let's have Camille. Hi,
Hi.
Camille.
Okay. So I agree with hi. Hello. I agree with Cassie with regards to mental health, but I think the main focus of the youth today is the toxicity of social media. I think that's the biggest problem because with social media, you see people, other people actually, and you tend to compare yourselves to them. And I think what people don't understand is that social media is not reality. Like you always have to post like really nicely, post pretty for your pictures, but then that's not real. And then there are lots of pictures that have been edited, and young people think it's real, so that they tend to compare themselves with them, and that takes a toll on their mental health.
Thank you so much, Camille. So
Thank
let's
you.
have Justine.
Yes, so I actually agree with my co-candidates, like about mental health, the use of social media, and the fear of being judged. But if you come to look at the 3 points that were given, I believe that the first thing that needs to be tackled should be the use of social media. Because social media is a very good platform to stay connected, to, to know more about what you can't grasp in your society or community. But because of social media, the excess use of social media, not the proper use of social media, you tend to be so afraid to be judged to the fact na, uy, gusto ko magaya siya. Uy, gusto ko ganito. Gusto ko ganyan. Gusto ko maging ganyan. And I think that's a negative toll on your part because you're not proud of who you are. You're not confident of who you are. And once you can't achieve that, you will already be depressed, which will result to mental health. You won't be contented. So I believe that nowadays, because of the pandemic actually has a good side because it enables us to connect with our family, to plan what we would like to have in the next few months. So, but social media will always be there just for us to be connected from family and friends and what's happening around the world. So we just need to balance things out.
All right. Thank you so much, Justine. So
Pleasure.
let's have our last question. Ayan. So last question. If you will win or crowned as Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines 2020, this one, how do you plan on juggling the responsibility of the crown with the demands of your current life?
Wow. Pang finals to. Pang finals na question. Lang. To be honest, like winning Mr. Chinatown 2020 is my goal for this year. And I will promise that if I win Mr. Chinatown, I will do my responsibilities that is expected of me. And not winning Mr. Chinatown is not a negative thing because like as I was talking with sila Aya Miko before, like I said, win or lose, I will be there for them. If they need me, you can just call me and I will do my best to help them. So it's like the responsibility of Mr. Chinatown will always be there. But right now, being candidates, we should all know that we are already actually taking part of the responsibility because we are already in the movement. Like the movement is already starting. So for me, we need to be all responsible in reactions and we need to inspire. We need to carry the values of why we are here. Why are we joining the Rise movement? We need to talk it to people out so they would be inspired, empowered, strengthened, rebuilt, all of those. We are the source and we would all start from us.
All right. Thank you, Justine. So let's have Cassandra. Cassandra, your mic. Okay.
Yes, hello.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Regardless if I win or lose, honestly, I agree with Justin. I'm very happy to be part of this candidacy, to be part of this movement, because the beauty of Mr. and Miss Chinatown this year is that they've changed from the previous year. It is actually a movement, and I'm very glad to be part of it. And um, if ever I win this year, it will always be a priority for me. And I've already planned on things I will do, regardless if I win Mr. and Miss Chinatown, for my advocacy. And I think this movement, which is Mr. and Miss Chinatown, is a great platform for that. And I'm just very happy to be part of this community. And if I had the chance to crown someone besides me, it will be all of my co-candidates, because they've exemplified very very creative and very inspiring characteristics that I could see in a winner of Mr. and Miss Chinatown. So I'm very proud to be here.
Wow. Thank you so much, Cassandra. So let's have Carlo. Hi,
So I
Carlo.
think regardless if hi, good evening. I think regardless if I'll win or not, I know and I believe for a fact that all of us, my fellow candidates, will do great because they know that their responsibilities. We all have the grit and determination to do our advocacy, to promote and to give awareness to the people. Especially, we're given this platform to influence people, and of course, if ever I'll win, it would be such an honor and privilege to be the face and ambassador of goodwill of Mr. and Miss Chinatown. And one of the characteristic of Phoenix is balance. So I know that I would be able to balance my personal life as well as my responsibility as Mr. Chinatown 2020. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carlo. So let's move on to Camille.
Yeah, hi, like what my co-candidate said, regardless if I win or lose, I will be here for Mr. and Miss Chinatown. We all have our advocacies, and we will continue to push that advocacy even after the competition. But if ever I win, I'm used to multitasking. I'm the operations head of our family business, and I'm in the executive committee of the cosmetics industry of the Philippines. So adding another role to what I do is going to be an easy feat, and I'm pretty sure I can juggle everything because of every my journey in Miss Chinatown. We've been pushing, so we've been doing multiple tasks at the same time, and it has trained us to what we're going to do after the competition.
All right. Thank you, Camille. So let's move on to Kevin T.
I'm hoping I could, regardless of the competition, yung influence namin, all of the candidates here. I'm hoping even after the competition, our advocacy stretches way beyond it. All right. For me, the definition of greatness is to inspire the people next to you. All right. So like within arm's length lang, and then it'll create a ripple effect. It's parang it's gonna pay it forward, and everyone's gonna be, they're gonna feel the positive impact on that one. So if ever I do win, that all boils down to time management actually. So I'll maybe sleep earlier, wake up earlier, limit my time doing unnecessary things, and focus on the job that I have, and also focus on the mission that I have to do moving forward as Mr. Chinatown.
Wow. Thank you so much. So let's move on to Kate. Hi, Kate.
I totally agree with my
Okay.
hi. So I totally agree with my co-candidates because I believe that just being part of this movement already made us a winner because we're able to voice out our platforms, we're able to share our stories, and that's what really matters. For me, it's not just about winning, but it's about influencing and empowering people and just really asking them to rise with us. But if ever that I will win the crown, I will wholeheartedly accept all the big responsibilities that comes with it. I know that it will be tough, but I believe that I will be given power to reach out to more people. So I think that I will be really inspired to balance everything in my life because that's really my goal to just share my stories and help in every little way that I can.
Wow. Thank you so much, Kate. So, do you have any message to your fans and supporters? And also, you can promote your social media and also promote the Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines 2020. So, let's have Justine.
So yes, guys. So whoever's watching right now, thank you so much for all your support. We feel it all the way here, promise. And please support Mr. and Miss Chinatown 2020. There's a lot of events that we will be posting in social media, just like the one in Instagram that we will be posting our Chinoy inspiration. So please take note. And of course, the organizers are very brilliant. There's a lot of instilled for you. And watch out for the coronation night on October 18, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for having me here. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Justine. So, let's have Carlo.
So hi
Hi,
guys, thank
Carlo.
you for having us today. And hi, and to all of our supporters and fans of Mr. and Miss Chinatown. Together we rise in this movement, and we've still got more in store for you. So watch out and watch us on October 18 in our Coronation Night live at Capamilia channel. Thank you.
Thank you so much. How about your social media account? Do you have Instagram,
Yes,
Facebook?
yeah. You guys can check me out and follow and witness my journey towards the crown at Carlo Carcido underscore MMCP, and on my Facebook is it's just John Carlo Carcido. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carlo, for having us here. Okay, so next we have Kate.
Yeah, hi guys. I just want to thank everyone for rising with us yesterday. And I'm just I want to invite you to watch out for the new challenges that we will face this coming weeks. And gusto ko lang po talaga magpasalamat to my Quezonians, to my family and friends, sa lahat po ng mga taga Quezon Province who are very supportive and super po yung love and support na binibigay nila sa amin. So, thank you so much guys, and I will do my best to represent Quezon Province all the way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kate. So let's have Kevin T.
Um, Thank you very much for watching, supporting uh, all of us candidates going towards the crown. And I'd like to take this moment to shout out sa mga friends ko na nanood, sa mga CrossFit ko, Team Phoenix Gold, Gold Vision. Support me all the way, support the candidates, and long live Mr. and Miss Chinatown.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Okay, so let's move on to Cassandra.
Yes, hi. Thank you again for having us today. And I just want to thank all of the people who watched us. I hope you learned something about ourselves, and I'm very excited for all of the challenges that we have. So please stay tuned. We have a challenge on September 30, so just be on Instagram, and we're going to post. You're going to see all of that we have in store for you today. And also, please watch us October 18 on Capamilia channel. We'll be there online, 100% online. So you can follow me on Cassandra Chan on Facebook, and you can follow my Instagram account at Kazu Chan. It's CAZZUCHAN. So it's Kazu Chan, or you could just write Cassandra Chan if you like on Instagram, and you'll find me there.
Thank you so much, Cassandra. And then we have Camille. Hi, Camille.
Hi.
Yeah,
Sorry, I lost my connection.
Okay,
This
so
is
do you
the
have
new
anything to say?
normal.
Okay, so do you have anything to say about your
Yeah.
fans, supporters? Okay,
Um,
promote
I just
yourself.
want to thank you all for having us here, and thank you to all our supporters, our family, our friends. And like what my other co-candidate said, we have challenges coming up, so we hope you tune in. Our Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Please do follow Mr. Miss Chinatown PH to um, wait for our challenges, and please follow my Instagram page. It's Camille Buenav. It's CamilleBuenav. And you can find me on Facebook, Camille Buenaventura. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Camille. So let's have our pageant blogger guest, Jenny Ray Sabit. Hi, Jen. How are you?
Well, good evening once again. Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of the show. And I just want also to say thank you to all the candidates for giving us an opportunity to talk with you and know more about you. So we appreciate this and congratulations, man. We know that you're already winners. And what else? Yun lang. I just want to say thank you so much. Also, I can share my page with that is also a pageant page. So I will post your so watch out.
All right. Thank you so much, Jenny Ray. Okay, so guys, that's our Q&A on Fast Talk. So thank you so much, candidates, for accepting our invitation. And also, syempre, magpapasalamat na rin ako kay Sir Miko Araneta for allowing us to guest you here, guys. Thank you so much, Sir Mark. Sir Miko Araneta. Ayan. He is a pageant director from Mr. and Miss Chinatown, Philippines. So guys, abangan nyo yung finals ng Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines 2020 at Kapamilya Online on October 18. So if you guys have wants to know the updates of the pageant, of course, please like and follow the Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines. Ayun. And also, wag niyo kalimutan din na mag-subscribe sa aming channel, Pageant Trend TV, and also, syempre, like and follow our Facebook page account, which is the Pageant Trend, and also our Instagram, Pageant Trend. So that's end our live for tonight. Thank you so much. Yes, yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Share, share.
Yes, Jenny.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Everyone. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
You guys fun. Thank you so much.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you, guys.
Bye.